how I shade heads. Just saying. First, you should outline the head. Make sure it's perfect. Then you should trace the face. Make sure it's as perfect as possible. So it looks like you did not trace it. Because, you're editing. You have to do this. I don't know one editor. I don't know one editor that does not try to do this at one point of their editing life. So make sure you get everything on point as possible. So get the other eye. So you can go ahead and skip this part. I'm just coloring this in. But don't skip too far. Skip to when I stop coloring this in. So it'll be easier. And grab this. Turn that back on. Try to I know all you artists out there struggle with making the other eye perfect and look the same as the other eye, so try to do this your best. So once you're done with the eye, you can skip this part or just come on with it. Okay. Go ahead and do the nose. Just do a tiny nub for the nose. The mouth, you could make them saying anything or smiling, which I do this for smiling or just for frowning. So once you're done, I can't decide on which mouth. Hold up. Okay. If you struggle with figuring out how you want to put the mouth too, once you get done, go ahead and grab felt tip pen and cover the whole entire upper area except for one small area. Keep on doing this. Make sure it looks kind of like a gradient. And I'll show you what to do next. As soon as you get done with this, it's very stressful but easy. Just saying, if you look back at my edits, I never did this before doing this blindfolded. Not really. Else I wouldn't be able to read. Names of the colors. Someone who got that nice gradient. Go ahead and you could blur it or smudge it. Smudge will be harder because you get the eye, but as soon as you're done, the eyes will look something like this. If it doesn't, then I can't help you. And then you select skin. Make sure I select this. Oh wow. Okay. There. Select each and every piece of skin you can find. After you do that, go onto the layer of the skin, select the skin color, tone it down just enough for it to be noticeable, and start shading. You might be like, oh wow, this looks horrible, I'm not doing that. Well, you have to if you want it to look good. So as soon as you're done with that, click the blur tool and start blurring it. Blurring, aka blending. But there's an easier way to this. Hold up, let me back this up. So go into brushes, and there's a brush called Airbrush Trapezoid, and there's also Triangle, Trapezoid again, and another Trapezoid. I recommend Trapezoid because that's the one that usually helps me. There's obviously an easier way to everything. And if you want to make the character blushing, that's fine. Just do the same tactic. The same way, same way. Except going here and do this. Pretty simple. So you're almost done. You're like, why is there so many steps? Shush. Whoever said that. The reason why there's so many steps is because I'm also going to show you how to do scars and cuts and freckles. So for cuts, I recommend, hold up, let me get it onto another layer. I don't want to ruin this. I recommend doing this and then keep on doing that. I know it kind of looks like it's glowing. Don't judge. Okay. When you're done with that, blend it. Oh, never mind. That makes blush. Okay, now then, build your wolf cuts. It'll be really small, so it will look something like this, like a jagged line. So here's what I do. Do that if you wanted to make it realistically. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Look at, I want you to brush your head. Go ahead and do this. And if you wanted to make it look kind of like blood, use the smudging tool like it was bleeding. And then do this. And do this smudging again. Listen, I don't actually know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't question it, and that's it.